Day, listen to Epic Radio.
So refreshing.
Alright, good morning, Freetown. Good morning, Sierra Leone, and of course, a warm greetings to our listeners across the globe. Whether your time is on this morning, afternoon, or evening, you're most welcome to the Epic Morning Show, your trusted show for credible information, thoughtful analysis, and daily inspirational messages. So today is Monday, the 18th of August 2025. I'm your host, Ivan Julius Lee. I get to be with you for the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. So we are broadcasting live from a studios at 54 Elcourt Road, Freetown, Sierra Leone, and also on frequency modulation 99.3 FM. You can also watch us live on Slick Television Channel 37, stream worldwide on Radio Garden, and also tune in via Choice FM. That's of course the one and way in the eastern part of Freetown. And also you can join the conversation via Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Just per usual, thank you very much for choosing us this morning and for me to be part of your morning schedule. We definitely appreciate you guys each and every weekday. So the Epic Morning Show divided into the Epic Morning Show, sorry, I beg your pardon, it's a 2 hours 30 minutes program. We thoughtfully divided into two interactive segments, and in the first segment of the Epic Morning Show definitely bring you a motivational message for the day and also breaking news highlight, hot topic of discussion where we feature guests to discuss on critical issues that demands critical answers. And towards the end of the program, we'll take on our calls them. We're going to get an opportunity for call toward the end, call on the end of the program, and also read on our Facebook Live comments. Say we're going to drop our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Entertainment and sports wrap up the first segment of the Epic Morning Show, and in the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, we review the front pages of newspapers and also invite analysts to break down and analyze the major stories that will be making the headlines this morning. So our hot topic of discussion this morning: 36 political prisoners released based on Resolution 4 of the Agreement for of National Unity, ANU, and of course all we need to know. That's what we're asking in the program this morning. So stay tuned, no go on side, continue for keep it epic. We'll go for a short break and we'll come back. We'll take a motivational message for the day. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, that is in part of Freetown, and also our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Our motivational message for today is quite simple. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destination. Difficult roads, okay, often lead to beautiful destination. At some point, we feel like your life, well, probably people will tell you that success not something way easy, and the main aim of we all as human beings of us will be successful. But I'll tell you, the road at times is not going to be easy. So maybe lucky for find themselves in that kind of easy road, but the road can be difficult, and don't give up, just keep pushing. The bumpy roads, the rough road, at the end of the day you will end up for see something beautiful at the end of the tunnel. So this is now morning's message for today. We'll go for another break, and when we come back we will take a background to the topic of discussion, or probably our breaking news segments will come up next. Stay tuned.
My lady on the road, lady on the road, yeah. Oh, she is Miss Africa. She come from Freetown, Ghana. Ghana is a way to Nigeria.
When orange money go to good, don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, it don't come for you.
This time again, the delivery guy no dey give me all the money, and I dey lost track of all my payments then. How I suppose for one business like this?
Why you not register for Orange Money Kotoku?
Kotoku?
If you get small business na salon, this na your chance for make you upgrade am. Orange Money dey introduce Kotoku na business line for all business dem.
Kotoku no get yaba.
Whether you na cookery seller, trader, barber, bike man or keke rider, this na una chance for receive payments directly to your Kotoku wallet from your customer. And the best part na Orange Money go pay you commission for receive payments na your Kotoku wallet. Cash out for free na any Orange Money office, franchise or kiosk point. Kotoku wallet na your business in better one. For register for Kotoku wallet, dial #144 *8*10#.
I say orange money go to good, don't come for you.
Switcher, no more long line.
Now the switch don't come so. Anytime you day, you can now use the salon payment switch for send and receive money. It's easy, it's fast, and it's so reliable. Move your money anytime you want, from one bank to the other, from your mobile money to your bank account, from your bank account to mobile account. I say the check no need for mature again. In order to take 3 days again for reflect. All just the happen one time. As you tap, it go just like that. Yeah, just like that. So pay somebody how you want. Pay salary easy one. Receive your lunch now. All on the salon payment switch. For able use the switch, go na bank or your mobile money agent for link your account to your NIN.
One nation, one switch, make we grow. Salon payment switch, not the future show. Tap and go, make it flow. Switch on, salon way.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, and of course our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Of course, welcome to the breaking news segments, and joining me in the studio this morning is Usman Ibrahim. Usman, good morning, and what's breaking on the show this morning?
Good morning, Ivan. Good morning, listeners and viewers. Let's go straight now into the details. Now, the Minister of Information and Civic Education, Cherno Ba, do announce say inside the new UN World Food Programme report showed a big drop in the price of food all over the country. This under President Julius Padabio Feed Salon Program. He said imported price of rice don't go down countrywide by 18% and bond 31%, Western area minus 27%, Moyamba and Kono minus 25%. It's a local price. The price of local rice in the country they averaged at 3% down, and cassava price locally in the country 16%, and gari they at 12% compared to last year. It's a minimum wage we they buy 33 kilogram of rice last year. Now they buy 41% of rice as of now. The Minister of Information, Cherno Ba, say this is a big win for the salon people and win also for the salon feed salon program.
Well, at some point you go on for agree, say there is a drop in the food store for different commodities, to put it that way. You go on for agree, but when you talk about minimum wage and you talk about 800,000 euros or 850 to put it, rice in Freetown, well, I don't know for the provinces, despite the price in the stated, but in Freetown you will get around 600 to 700. You may want to know probably like 80 to 90% of your salary alone don't go to rest.
Yeah, that's the main point, Ivan. To think that, the minimum wage, not only one bag rice is still the buy. Yeah. Even as the minister they say there's huge progress in this. Not many can say not to progress at all, because again, I think it's a minimum wage for care for the whole family for the entire month, but they only buy a bag of rice, 41 kilogram bag of rice. Still a lot of work to be done.
I know they want to argue, and of course they argue this that in as much as a minimum wage of 800,000, they get people in safe they receive above 800,000. But I'll tell you, you equally get people in safe they receive
it's
below
about the
800,000.
ordinary. I mean, the
well.
majority of people know they receive more than 1,000 leons a
plenty.
month. Now, the majority of the citizens, them we not
And
get,
I will
we
tell
not
you,
get
man,
formal work for do.
there's people in September this country where they receive below 800,000 euros, and you want to know how them people in they live their life.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid.
Okay, now the executive committee of the Salon Football Association, SLAFA, don't inform the general public, say Mr. Abdul Karim Bangura, AKB, don't be appointed as the new team manager of the national senior men's football team, Leon Stars. That is with immediate effect. They said this appointment was confirmed during an executive committee meeting within the SLFA. The SLFA congratulates Mr. Bangura on his new role and safe call for all stakeholders them for extend their full support as he undertake this important national responsibility. Ivan.
Though I'm not a religious follower of Salon football, the reason being because I feel like I'm not going to be stressed by Manchester United, also stressed with Leon Star again. So I just want to wish them all the best in your appointment, and hoping that the goal for me now for still Leon Star play the World Cup. I mean, it's been a long time dream. Of course, we don't play in an African Cup of Nations. I think 2 or 3 times, correct me, I think from 96 and up to this last one. Well, so I feel like we don't try, but hitting the World Cup for me is a target where I feel like as a nation, if we get that achievements day, I mean, we don't make progress.
I mean, we still get the hopes for going to the World Cup and consecutively go to go for the Africa Cup of Nations. I mean, that shouldn't be that hard for an African country to invest so much. I mean, we don't see over the years, like last year, for example, reports for say over $800,000 was spent on Leon Stars for at least 3 matches. I mean, the hope still there, given how much the country they spend on football. And of course, we all know say football can galvanize support among the citizens. Them they bring about unity. I mean, when you see a football match internationally, they play Sierra Leoneans them from APC, SLPP, all come together. Ivan.
So I will tell you, we are football loving nation. I will tell you, because you look at how people they follow the English Premier League. You look at where we walk around the streets of Freetown, we see how people when they play football on the streets. I mean, field. At some point, we said we privileged to get such opportunity in 20 years back, but you look at how serious people away get the responsibility for select players them. I mean, how we able to scout within the country and look at how we able to select players that we fit to national team. It's another
you see corruption, nepotism.
Well, I don't want to say that, but it's how the one way responsible they select to national team. It's a concern.
We'll move ahead now. Lastly, on the breaking news segment, one day the body don't left a Congo Cross since Saturday, and authorities then still ignore this particular dead body na Congo Cross. I mean, it comes back to the issues as in authorities don't work on Saturdays and Sundays on weekends, because we've seen this happening. For example, we can see the body that they left na PZ, for example, during the weekdays. It will take just a few hours for authorities to go take the dead body, but because it is on the weekends, they don't work on weekends. Ivan?
Well, it's tough because I think I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and Salon don't change from our days, sorry to put it that way, but when maybe they come up, you will find out see people don't really work Saturdays and Sundays, but now it's different. I mean, you find out see people, but how that happened, it's something I can't explain, because I know say I don't be careful of what they say, but people them of such nature or authorities them supposed to work, and the norm don't change in Sierra Leone. Weekend enough for relaxing on. People do work. The people actually they work over the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, this not total ignorance of responsibilities.
Yes.
I mean, it has been there since Saturday. I mean, you have Saturday, Sunday, 2 days for them to make them collect the body, and it's their responsibilities. I mean, we're paying for the field. We're paying them to do their work, not to sit on weekends.
And I believe people are going to call for make sure say that body they clear na Congo Cross. But the reason best known to them why they don't come pull and the option now, well, now they will explain for themselves. Alright, so thank you very much, Usman Ibrahim Mara, for the breaking news segment. I feel you get other one added to the Hold On Get. But thank you so much, and stay tuned again tomorrow for another edition of our breaking news segment. We'll go for a short break and we'll come back, go deep into the topic of discussion. Stay tuned.
Don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, he don't come for you.
Give me change. I dey in a hurry.
And not get change. Where you can next time, I dey give you change.
You get problem with me because always where the corner so you go get issue with me. It's either me money go short or you go take forever for make you count me money. And today you say you no get change, but I dey see other people and they come and always they left without any delay.
No, I no get no problem with you. That one and they pay me na me Kotoku wallet.
Kotoku na the easy way for customer for pay merchant direct from the Orange Money wallet. Fast, secure, and no need for physical cash. Whether you are for shopping, for buy food, or for pay for service there, just pay direct to the merchant in Kotoku wallet and avoid all the stress. It's simple. Open your Orange Money wallet on the Maxit app, scan the merchant in QR code, enter the amount and send, or dial #144 *42# and follow the step there.
Kotoku with Orange Money, easy payment, happy merchant, happy customer, and no cash wahala. Terms and conditions apply.
Businessman and woman can go join the Kotoku. Orange Money Kotoku.
Maria, as you say you give small mark soft drink back, you know say you get so sugar, eh?
I know, but he asked for fending where he like. What's in again I go able game?
You don't try Sierra juice? Now you know mommy they give me picking them. You know get better sugar or you compare them to the other juice. In fact, na natural thing them they use for make them, we flock with thing them where they nourish the body, and that's the help for make picking grow fine.
Talk true. I'm glad if you hear this so, but na the body no more is good for, or is sweet na mouth?
Me sister, is sweet. Say, make I tell you the best part. Sierra juice they support the local economy, as na salon and they get all the things them where they use to make the juice. It better for we picking them and we come free.
Wow, I not be know all this. At the beginning Max Sierra juice one time. Also I go able know more about them.
Now for check the research lab, they don't do all their studies for pack 'em up. Sierra juice na the smart and healthy choice for we picking them.
For more information, call 077 600 000. Sierra juice. The taste of Salon.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, that is in part of region, and also our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So we can look at the 36 political prisoners we released under Resolution 4 of the Agreement on National Unity, and of course all we need for know, how we reach to this level. So in October of 2023, the Independent Commission for Peace and the National Cohesion facilitated a national dialogue between the SLPP and that of the APC. This dialogue came as in response to the APC dissatisfaction with the outcome of the June 2023 elections. According to the APC, well, they not be feel okay at all. Then be feel dissatisfied with so many things. Then we go on another election. So after the result was announced, that if you all can remember, first decision of APC be take, they're not going to parliament. They will not go be in a parliament. Remember, I get one conversation where they talk about the PR system where Mohamed Bangwa and him be come up, amongst which we be not be listening to the APC and go to parliament by then. But the APC saw it as a party be at that point in time they not be say, well, because of the outcome, and they feel like so many irregularities in that election, they feel like they need to go to parliament. So there was this dialogue we begun for this, and which of course then be end up forget 8 resolutions. Amongst which resolution 3, of course, you don't see the establishment, of course, party committee, which of course is a tripartite committee where we feel like don't end get a 80 or 83 recommendation where they feel like gets to do with our electoral system and all. So resolution 4 we talk about for release of individuals, or probably political prisoners. Them we probably some be left the country because of them feel like feel tension or intimidated within the area. Some as well as a result of because of them not feel comfortable again. So some accused of things that will happen and then be detained or probably them be in a prison for some while up to the 12th, correct me, I think on Thursday when we see the release from the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. So there are so many questions. The number of people, I think it's 36 to 37, and the Attorney General and Minister of Justice will clarify that for we. And there is a one way, they get presidential pardon by the name of APC Sheriff. We can discuss about that there as well. But what does this mean for us as a nation? Whether this could strengthen our democracy, or whether this weaken our judiciary, or how people get to look in this. Two political parties them come together for national peace or national cohesion, to put it that way, and people we at some point Sierra Leoneans may feel like they were guilty, now don't be released. People them, of course, will then be convicted. Now don't be bank on the presidential pardon and they are out. They want to come back in our society, live as normal life as how they're supposed to live. So what does this mean? So many things that come up in your mind, so many questions, including myself, that we need to ask the Attorney General how this happened. What does this mean for we? So many questions which some are not saying now, but I will show you a very decent conversation this morning for make Salon people know exactly what happened or what not happen in that regard. So I expect forget CD Tunis from the opposition, the National Publicity Secretary of the APC, and also to join online by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Sise, who gets the conversation going. So stay tuned. No, sorry, I beg your pardon, I will introduce my guest very shortly into the program. Stay tuned.
Whoa, 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 yeah, now. Although some say she's a Gambian, some people say she's a Sierra Leonean, and I know that she's Miss Africa. She come from Freetown. Ghana is a waiting.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, that is in part of Kidsong, and also our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We'll be joined by the National Publicity Secretary of the All People's Congress, Sidea Tunis. I hear the name Alaji. Good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show. Alaji Sidea Tunis.
Good morning. Thank you very much for getting me out this morning.
Nice having you this morning.
Excuse me?
Nice having you this morning.
Thanks. Sorry. Always a pleasure.
You seem to be excited, seeing that 37 of, at some point, we make for understand, say they are sympathizers of the APC, whether sympathizers or supporter. Clarify this for you.
Well, I would say a good number of them, yes. We members, we supporters, we get caught up, probably because they find them somewhere, or but in any case, yes, they were arrested because they are APC. That now we believe, and that is why we fought in all kind of way legally for make sure say we get them out.
Trace back to 2023 in October, this agreement of national unity, of course, its resolution 4 is what we're talking about now. We get to do it for release of political motivated cases or prisoners, and to put it that way. How this happened? Let's trace back to the background of all this.
Well, like you clearly stated, post 2023, lots of issues been there. We outrightly been disagree with the elections result. Up to now, we still disagree. And, we end up for find ourselves now being to money with the intervention of the international partners and with local peace commission IASO, we facilitates that whole Bintu Money conference. And in the end, we come up with what you refer to Agreement for National Unity. We get 8 resolutions. Resolution 4 we look at 3 areas. One, people where we feel say then detain based on politics, not because they commit crimes. 2, case system where them bring against people who we know say now APC people, and cases who we feel say politically motivated, and also people will be done left this country will be afraid for their security and safety because of apprehensions and intimidations where they be defined, and because of the charges they also where they be levy against them. So we talk say we for make sure we free them one day with the jail we're not supposed for day. We bring back people we don't left this country out of fear and reintegrate them into their communities, and so we be done they go back and forth on this. Initially we been present 300 names to the government.
Okay.
And this happened way before November 26 attempted coup saga. And then when November 26 happened, when we get the prison break and people come in, it became complicated. Because clearly, some of them people that will be there at our list happen for be among the one that we don't left. And also there were people on we list where photographs will come out, videos will come out. Show say they were, then see them. So it complicates matters. So, but in any case, we continue for push.
So for clarity's sake, the list will come up before November 26.
Yes,
the 300 list.
Yes.
November 26 coup.
Correct.
Attempted coup, sorry.
Correct.
And is it after the attempted coup another name or list of names to be added into the original list?
Well, after the November 26 coup attempt, we will be the go back and forth. What happened? The government and the APC decide for set up a special committee where for look into resolution 4 specifically, just like how they be set up a committee where now be joint committee for address resolution 3. So this committee now then begin for work with the police.
Okay.
For first of all able determine almost people part our original list we still the jail across the country, because not all man been in our list we been the Freetown, some be the Makenibo and other places. So then come for find out say specific number of names, about 15 or so. Now they're not more out there now in custody. So okay, so we push for that one day that therefore be released, and they investigate the matter. In the end, couple of months ago, they released about 10 from McKinney and then some from Freetown and other areas. So they want and they be don't come out. So now, but we still continue for press. These then 36 names there are, so we see most of them, these are people who not be in the country, we be don't left. We been afraid for comeback, and we been they hide also whichever countries then be there, because they be don't list them either as wanted or they be don't charge them with different crimes, or then be they look for them, But we be no say their names and they plenty, if not all of them, be innocent of the things that we then charge them for, the crimes that we then be they bring against them. So the committee work together. So then we come to the conclusion based on the press release. Now we'll see then people are not get anything for answer to, and so then decide say then for let them go so that they go be reintegrated back into the community.
Since the SLPP take over power in 2018, I mean, party don't they describe most of the things that they do as witch hunt. I mean, look at the Commission of Inquiry. I remember some years back, when I described as a political witch hunt. I mean, do you think when I don't be successful in making the people of Sierra Leone believe that most of things with the SLPP they do, it's a political witch hunt?
I think we don't prove a case. to a large extent saying a political witch hunt. When you know, and we're able to establish that one day from the onset. When you look at the way in which they establish the commissions of inquiry, the manner in which they go about and for even start, when there were no rules, you know, of engagement and all of them things, and it is not only us. People living in prominent legal minds in this country also criticize. That is one. And secondly, at that time, unfortunately, you know, I remember the day when they present the judges, for preside over the commission, the statements made by the political figures, you know, you look at the Chief Justice at that time in statements being completely political, it was not legal. The Attorney General by then, in statement being completely political, and the manner in which they go about the entire proceedings, you gonna say now being completely witch hunt. The way how them, they, for example, appraise people and property them. Somebody they go team up, you know, they just take picture and they go show say this house cost, you know, almost $1 million. Like for example, nobody never go na my house, but then go sit down, then take me neighbor in fence. Then say that fence they alone cost 100,000 and my house cost about $2 million. So I was like, okay, I tell my lawyer, I say tell them, say, let them just give me 50% of that $2 million. Let them take the house. I'll be more than happy if they really feel say my house cost that much. You know. So these are all things we're able for proof. And then now you look at them people there, a good number of them don't they jail for these many years. Some of them they catch them. They arrest them as far back as August 14. You know, a good number not be even the part of the protest. They were just people roving around because some of them were red, you know, some of them they in the vicinity, and so they were suspects and arrested and locked up. And in the end, we find ourselves where we are. We now government self don't come agree say based on the investigation they don't see them people they wanting. And I know say for sure if we are able to evaluate even the commissions of inquiry cases, you will find out say good number of them people and the way they don't go after way probably they don't list them property them for seizure, they are innocent. And in the end, if we go fairly and we go judiciously, we go by with laws, that commission did not be ever supposed for start in the first place.
So, CD from 2018, I mean, on our party not feeling satisfied with both the 2018 elections and that of the 2023 elections. What statements were made, I mean, from people from your political party? And I remember which clearly, like, I will make your government be ungovernable. I mean, statements were made, whether it's a result of political dissatisfaction or whatever. But then people they are winning name they are then listed as some they were part of protests, as you say, some because of the way particularly arrest them. But before the August 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 and November, of course, before the August 10, they are circulating a message about people for wear black, people for wear this particular color. And if on a party associates ourselves with them particular messages then they from international or people outside, people may want to believe that at some point when I get hands in which it happens. So here comes about discipline and security. I mean, how sure are we as a nation with them people that wouldn't be released so with not the faith of democratic strength in the country?
Well, we get for first of all try for distinguish between citizens' rights and political party positions and affiliations. Then 10 and they will then statements and they be the happen. If you recall, I also been the camp now stationer like this and dissociate the party from then statements then they.
But most of them people in the now, but most of them people in the now are glad now because of the non-big release.
No, but then you know, like that's what I'm saying. For let the arrest, you know, mean say you participate per event. If, for example, protests they go on. People they call for protest, then government tell we say we'll go about with normal business, and then in the process of us going about with normal business, then go arrest me, not mean say I was part of that protest day. That is one. Secondly, like I say, citizens' rights, we as a party don't always talk say we not call for protest at any given time since 2018. Even with all of what we have been through. But at the same time, as a political party, we also have a responsibility not for stop anybody we want for express himself. That is the responsibility of the police for make sure say they make them possible in a manner in which it could be peaceful and civil. That's not the fundamental right where the constitution give anybody for do. If you recall, this not to something we knew. We start with the APC.
All right, so
during the APC,
we'll talk to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice and Mikweri waiting in get for say. Alpha say good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning to the Epic Morning Show. Good morning to the people of Sierra.
All right, so probably October for make this agreement 2 years and 3 years 2 elections, and people will be wondering, including myself. I mean, the agreements were signed, I think, in October 13. I don't really remember the date, but this October will make in 2 years. I mean, why this take this long?
Agreements like that, when a political arrangements are not easily implemented. It's not like they need to be implemented in 1 week or 2 weeks. These things take time. If we go back to the agreement for national unity itself, we acknowledge the agreement will get about 8 clauses, right? Of course, a lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to resolution 3 and then resolution 4. In fact, at some point people be almost feel like say the entire agreement being tripartite agreement. No, the agreement for national unity with 8 different clauses, right? And so plenty of them clauses that when you look at them, right, then they're actually progressive. Some of them they will be need to be done immediately. For example, make His Excellency.
Oh, I think I'm afraid we. Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So one, for make His Excellency, the President issued a national address, right, on dialogue, unity, cohesion, and peace. That was done immediately, right? For make the APC and non-participation in governance, that was done immediately. For make His Excellency set up constitute the cross-party committee for on electoral system and management bodies review, where we can know as a tripartite committee. That was done immediately. The tripartite committee, of course, worked for 6 months, submit a report with 80 recommendations which both parties agree to. And then, of course, implementing the 80 recommendations, then they take time, right? In fact, I can tell people that plenty of the recommendations in that report we did ahead of time, because some of them the implementation timeline 2026 or 2027 is about we're making significant progress now as a government. And then you come to resolution 4, we can get 8 clauses. Now within resolution 4, say for released arrested persons, where persons detained within custody for elections and civil protests, for discontinued cases where the APC party for being politically motivated, and then resettlement of political party supporters were internally and externally displaced, and then of course the issue of payment of backlog salaries for the time where the APC not being nobody participate in governance. Okay. Now what we say on the resolution was that all these, especially A, B, and C, will be informed by a list which will be prepared by the APC for consideration by government. Now, what happened? We give time to the APC. The APC did therefore prepare a long list of more than 300 names, right? And then we take time for verify the names and for determine whether those are actually persons in custody. And that therefore take time. When we done again, we hand over that list to the APC. We determine, say, of the more than 300 names to the APC submit, that about 15 people been there in custody. We give this to APC. APC move across the country, then self come with a legal team, and then panels on 13 people there. In fact, not to be 15. From more than 300, we came down to 13. And then His Excellency the President set up the resolution 4 oversight committee. We under me did it as chair. But then you get other members, from government, but APC also gets people that we didn't nominate within part of this committee. We get civil society, the APC nominate somebody from civil society, government nominate civil society. We get bar association, the Bar association represented there. So we already, the committee don't discuss them themselves. So these things take time, because you get for review files, you get for look at information, you get for cross-check several things, you get for consult to people like security sector, etc., etc. So really, if you look at like say 2 years long, but for something with this important to the country like this, I think saying we don't have to do it within a reasonable time in a way we say enough cause rank on the country, but also in a way where it drives the peace where we try for get in political participation, the national cohesion, where His Excellency the President try to foster through all of this. I think with their complaints, and so these things really, I'm going to emphasize say, yes, as much as it takes time, I feel.
So how peaceful this decision gets for B, because them people they are away, them be detained or them be there as prisoners, or whatever the case may be, at some point we find themselves wanting by the government, we then be dissatisfied, and some of them be they go out on a protest and all. At some point, Salone people then be feel like make justice take its course. I mean, whether they're guilty or not, make them go through waiting the law say. But now they have been released. We therefore can talk about APC Sheriff. I mean, how peaceful will this decision be?
Well, the point is that when we say justice prevail, justice not necessarily means you have to put somebody the embassy forever. Justice not necessarily means somebody walks, right? When you go through the judicial process and a magistrate or a judge make a determination of whether somebody guilty or not guilty, that's not justice. When somebody don't be found guilty and they don't serve time in jail, that's not justice. But the point is that, one of the things that His Excellency the President don't charge me for do is even in the context of reforms. See, correctional service therefore be about reform. It therefore be about rehabilitation. It therefore be about reintegration. So when somebody don't serve time in jail, if he come out, make it able be a meaningful, make him contribute to it, make him live a meaningful life in the society. And that is, if you look at the statement with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, it is very clear. His Excellency, they encourage them people in the, or may they be back into society, may they go back into society, live productive lives, right? So it did it. But also, I make people are not seeing the law itself, with constitution, when in the government, with conduct, with all other laws in the country, subject to the constitution. With constitution envisage something like this. With constitution, and this not only like every country gets this in the constitution. The constitution envisages there will be a time when persons will be convicted if they don't be found guilty, right? Convicted, sentenced to jail, they serve jail time, whether now 1 year or 2 years or 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, where His Excellency, in your wisdom, acting on advice of a pardon committee, will exercise powers of prerogative of mercy, where the Constitution grants them under Section 63, subsection 1, and then against several clauses. In this case, it done under Section 63, subsection 1A. Right, to say somebody don't be convicted, is having sentence, the president can able to grant them pardon. Then at the exercise of prerogative of mercy.
So was APC Sheriff in your situation? I mean, make for understand he was granted. I mean, under presidential pardon, and before they give presidential pardon, you must get criteria that we actually we don't get a change of mind, you don't reshape your mind, and probably from the Sierra Leone correctional centers give your name up. I mean, these are things so don't they see in January 1 and that of April 27 Independence Way presidents they give presidential pardon, because look at say this, well, it actually don't shape in mind and if it's to come back in our society. And in this situation, is it because of peace you are forced to grant APC Sheriff a presidential pardon?
Well, His Excellency was the first to do this. His Excellency cannot be forced to do this. Matter of fact, the constitution very clear. Even when, advice is given, let us say, there's a committee set up, you give advice to the president, we will inquire into, whether the president was bound by that advice day, right? We will inquire into whether the president take the advice or not, right? So it was not forced. This is really, because I'd always say, when we elect a president, that because we trust him for make decisions, because we trust him for make decisions in the best interest of the country, because decision on we picking education, it will take decision on me and you too with healthcare. It will take decision for protecting the country in interest. It will take decision for protecting for we see His Excellency considers all of these things. And so in the context of APC shape, yes, His Excellency considered a lot of things, including the taxi, if he'll say, he'll come back, into society and be a different person. His Excellency believes, say, people are there to political participation, and this time it will come back and participate in the governance of the country in a responsible way. So His Excellency believes, say, certain things that they will get for do for the purpose of peace, for the purpose of national cohesion. And I'll go back to the point, say, that is why in the statement where the Ministry of Information and Civic Education issue, His Excellency notes very clearly say, it expects them people here, so now that they don't get a second chance, they will come back and be productive in society. They will come back and live meaningful life in the society. They will come back and contribute in a meaningful way to a political and governance architecture when we get in the country. And that is what we expect of APC Sheriff.
So is the actually former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, he will actually benefit from Resolution 4?
Well, the point is that when we not say, former President Koroma, two things when it comes to Resolution 4. One, let's look at November 26 allegations for which they appear in a magistrate court. But then it get legal treatment abroad. We know that the judge being granted, we make it get for both Nigeria. Now, I make we note this kind of agreement for national unity.
All right, I think
agreement for national unity was in hear me. Yeah,
all right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's talk about it, because from the side you talk about the former president, who seems to get a break. So you can talk about that again, yeah?
Okay, yeah. So now that's how they clarify now.
Okay.
So the agreement was signed in October 2023, and then the November coup attempt happened after that. So basically, waiting ever in a resolution for not get anything to do with the November 26 failed coup attempt. So for that, President Koroma is on there. But then if there were other cases, trials, right? Some of them go for the Commission of Inquiry case or whatever. When the APC submits a list, it submits a list of other cases that we did not court already, we are ongoing trials. And some of them, when they include commissions of inquiries, they include all trials with other political actors they face. We then say supposed to be considered. So that's not a separate list. But November 26th.
So in that COI list, and all the former presidents in MBD as well, and Dr. Matthew Wilson Camara, sorry.
Yes, the name of the list is where APC submit.
Okay.
Yes, so the name of the list where APC submit. And so these are being considered. Right? But the point is that you get to make a determination where those politically motivated cases. The key phrase is politically motivated. Where those politically motivated cases, right? If a case was not politically motivated, then it not qualify for be considered under Resolution 4.
Well, the government of Sierra Leone, I mean, according to the APC, we don't get CDs here, and we don't talk about this since the one way APC lost power in 2018 up to 2023. They have been describing your decision as political witch hunt, and from waiting to happen, so it seems as if they don't prove the people of Sierra Leone right that those decisions will not be taken as political witch hunts.
Make a correction. One, I not agree with my brothers and sisters in APC's government decisions, not political witch hunts. No. Your whole is
all right, we still get
yeah, so the whole point. The whole point is that accountability not translate into political witch hunt. I think, respectfully, me and my brother, or we and my brothers and sisters at the APC get different views about that. That's one. Two, when the president takes step for grant relief to somebody because my political actor, no mean say that the political witch hunt. Now, if you check the case of APC Sheriff was convicted by a court that the state prosecutes, but a judge convicts APC Sheriff and the co-accused at the time and sentenced them to jail time. You know, go say that's not political witch hunt, right? Because they go through a very public judicial process. The evidence was laid before the court, and then the court make a determination saying they're guilty of this, and that. Now, when the president, using the power granted to him by the Constitution, takes steps for grant relief or grant pardon to an accused person, that not translate into the fact say like political witch hunt, because how about all the other people? Now take note, say there were several other people on that day who were granted pardon. We not get anything for with any political party. Right? Just in the exercise of the powers granted to the president by the Constitution, acting on the advice of the pardon committee. Now take note, when pardon committee they provide advice, then the committee cannot scrutinize the list of inmates. Don't look at several things. The time where they don't serve good conduct, etc., etc. So the president grants this pardon every year. We're not going to say now because political people who are active in politics don't benefit from the pardon. That means the president that an admission by the president say the decision was politically motivated. No, it is not the same.
All right. So, Mr. Bis, I continue for the with we. So we get for actually a lot of questions because of the press release we come out from your office, but we still get CD. CD, you don't listen to it in the Attorney General and Minister of Justice say. One, I agree with you as this political witch hunt, but here, may they represent the people, and most of the things there, we people don't think, then don't they say, make the law take its course. If they're guilty, make them serve the time they were supposed for serve. Is this a good precedent?
Well, no, it is not. Because these are people where, the one way them be get for charge, then charge them. A lot of them, they're not charged. Then just express say they are wanted or they are being linked to several crimes. And investigations don't go on. In the case, like the minister states, in the case of APC Sheriff, your matter have been different, and in the spirit of cohesion, we appreciate what happened whatever the president do. Even though a good number of us been there of the view that incest not be supposed for day this long. But in any case, where we are, we don't make remarkable progress, with the implementation of the agreement for national unity. And we still get the tripartite who they deal with, like he stated, and we hope say that self will go expedite the implementation. Things we get for do for ensure say we stay together, we able for implement them. But then people we being go through trial, we supposed to go through trial, they have been. But then one day also with them release, I could tell you say a good number of them not ever go through trial. And that is why we continue for call for let we look into their matters they are. Even the politically motivated cases, which we refer to as politically motivated cases, a good for our review. Then cases then they, we know say we might and we will get some we will know say clearly when we review them with the legal lens instead of the political lens. I think so we will get a reversal of some of the things that we would on the Senate court.
And as I say earlier on, people, for me, when they aim for 2028 elections and for whether people believe it's going to be regime change or not, but now for Canada Power 2028. And if such thing don't happen, I mean, why people so believe that if somebody don't name or few names them, of course, can't really remember those names, maybe then are the wanted list, and because of your own party interest, say then people are for big release in the name of national cohesion, where you feel like they go against the law and others, or the laws of this country. At some point, you find out and say government don't even want protest, and organization in and out don't the request for protest, but government they shy away from protest, and no one's made that happen. And because of national cohesion, you feel like people will commit crime for being released based on national cohesion.
Then people are they not just release them. Those who commit crimes, we don't go through trial. You find out, say, we never push for make them release them. And we have been very open and vehement in with criticism against anybody. We could do anything for jeopardize the security and safety of this country. November 26, we were out there condemning the one we involved in the act and asking government for be swift with the investigation and bring to book all the one that we be involved and we culpable. So we not support anything. Like you clearly stated, we want to see a peaceful and cohesive Sierra Leone, because nobody no want for inherit a country with chaotic. We're not peaceful. For let you even begin for talk about developing the country, you get forget peace first. If you can't meet a country we're not peaceful, you get for spend a whole lot of time try for bring peace first. And when you go get time for even begin for work for develop you people them, we not that make them now that are the primary reasons why then they elect you into office in the first place. So we do not want that. Now that make always we as a political party, we have never called for demonstration or protest of any kind, and we have never supported anybody or any individual where they call for destabilize this country in any manner whatsoever.
Let's talk about the former president. Allegedly, there was a leaked audio we talk about. We get the voice of the former president, and he was saying he'd be forced to exile. And I think at some point, one of the representatives as well, himself in a media or social media by saying he was forced to exile. And now the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, is saying the former president go on a medical. And all this, is it probably the rights for benefits from this resolution 4 of agreement of national unity?
It got difficult for me for state. You know, me feel say, and we as a political party feel say, President Bill and former President Nkrumah forget very good working relationship.
So who is saying the truth? He was forced to exile, he got a medical.
Well, I would not say, because clearly, to be honest, you know, I not go state clearly the circumstances around, you know, whatever happened, but we are not happy that a day whatsoever a day, and we pray that you know, it will come back soon. As you know, somebody, we're not supposed to go through all of them things they are so way to go through, because I mean, when you look, it work hard for this country, and like I said, for let this country continue for enjoy peace, the former and the president, as well as all of us political leaders, supposed for the good, for the talk, for the compare notes, for the progress of this country. And
is this a sign that the APC will succumb to the ideology of power sharing?
No, absolutely. That we conversations not get anything for do with power sharing. National cohesion not necessarily means say power sharing. The issue of you know, allocation of offices, you know, issue of appointments, all of these now the constitutional prerogative of the president. And we believe say it will be on competence rather than, you know, tribal or regional or anything whatsoever. Citizens are citizens, you know, but whatever we are discussing here today, we not talk in any way in support of power sharing, but national cohesion not necessarily mean power sharing. Peaceful nation not necessarily mean power sharing.
I'll come back to the Attorney General and Alpha CC. I mean, the ideology of power sharing. I mean, you look at which one don't do. People want to say APC want for claim this as a victory, that which one don't do. Is it a way of pushing them for believe in an ideology about power sharing?
No. So first, let's make it very clear. The discussions around, I don't want to use the word power sharing. I'd rather use the word proportional representation in government. Now, the discussion around proportional representation completely different from discussions around within the agreement for national unity. Now, as to who has done the right thing in the best interest of the country, it is His Excellency the President, right? So I don't see witness debate around who takes credit for this or that, right? I mean, that is all messaging, you understand, depending on whether or you listener, depending on whether or you constituent. Which we know is that this is a decision taken by His Excellency the President as part of the commitment we make to the country. Say it will do in part for keep the country together. It will do in part for make sure say there's peace and cohesion in the country. That is what he has done. We know he has a lot of other decisions where he don't take any interest of the country. So I think to make we underscore that. Now on the issue of power sharing, like I said, we'll get a separate debate on where government stands on the proportional representation system. But the proportional representation system, like how we say, we see it happen in the last election, it basically means when it comes to parliamentary election and of course, local council election, a party in representation in parliament will be proportional to the percentage of votes we get in the election. Now we don't practice proportional representation 3 times as a country. We do a 96, we're going to be a single block proportional representation system. The entire country will be 1 block. And then we do in 2002, and then we do again in 2023. The other system we don't practice, not a single member.
So the reason why I ask, as a general, the reason why I ask, the reason why I ask, because it seems as if Una and the APC seems for the romance very well, and especially we get 3 years to election. And initially I ask, say, why now 3 years to elections and the power sharing debate don't come on? And it seems as if APC they feel satisfied with their names that don't be released. So that's why I'm asking if you get anything for those power sharing.
No, again, of course, I'm glad we need to people and say, we and APC the romance. That is what governance should be about, right? The opposition and the ruling government. Now one government, now part of government. So we like that,
So is this romance not the interest of the people of Sierra Leone? Because I will tell you, people they say, well, Uda guilty, Uda not guilty, let him pull on. But in this situation, we don't forget a good relationship based on whatever.
It is in the interest of the people of Sierra Leone that the ruling government and the opposition will get along. It is in the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. Whilst we will get disagreement on a lot of governance issues, things and they where we will agree on. One thing we will all go agree on is that the country needs to go before. Another thing we will agree on that peace and cohesion need for the society. And a good way we support us them, a good way the people of Sierra Leone, you see we get along so. Now with the hopes of we'll take this spirit into 2028 election and beyond. And so that is why government, in line with waiting the Constitutional Review Committee, the Justice Current Constitutional Review Committee, where former President Nkrumah has set up, recommend for a prepared election electoral system. Government gets a preference for a proportional representation system, and within the president, they make a suggestion that let's have a discussion, a national dialogue on the kind of proportional representation we will get as a country. We will see government and opposition parties, they work together, whether at parliament level or at local council level or at the executive level, to make sure the country go before. That is what is on the table. But of course, as you see, we want for each passing day, we want to make the country be better than what they look like yesterday. And that's also get to do with relationship with the APC. Yes, that we want tomorrow make relationship with the APC be better than it is today. Want next tomorrow, make it be better than it will be tomorrow. So as we move into 2028, we all will get one focus. How do we keep the country together? And then we other focus. How we will get peaceful elections? And then we other focus. How we will work together to make sure that the country will be good.
The CJ don't do a lot of reforms, and you agree with me. Will this decision or agreements of Resolution 4 affect the judiciary?
Sorry, I don't get that. Can you
the CJ don't do a lot of reforms in terms of cases and all. Will this decision of Resolution 4 affect the judiciary?
Well, not necessarily. Like I've been saying, the judiciary test, I will say the Constitution grants the powers to the executive arm of government. For example, if a case in a court, we not done be completed, the same Constitution give power to the Attorney General. Say, it can choose for discontinue the matter. And so you see some other matters they will be able to do with McKinney, right? If we the suspect in the case charges are McKinney and Losar. Because the matter not be done it, me as Attorney General being able to use the powers the Constitution give to me for discontinue the matter. Then that's not part of the judicial process. Now, who said a matter don't become completed, the person don't be convicted, the person can either appeal or you get pardon based on the powers where the Constitution give among to the president. That is part of the judicial process as well. So really, it already affects the judicial process in a way because what has been done in accordance with the law.
All right, so finally, I think I'll be asked Sidi this question. I think we will end up with this before we pick calls them. Is it what kind of precedent this don't set? I mean, people we don't commit crime or people allegedly commit crime at the end of the day because of national, you think that you need peace, then people are no gets for serve the times that they're supposed for serve because of in the name of peace. I mean, is it about a good precedent? Hello. Hello. All right, I think that question did that before the AG. I don't know if you get it as a general. Hello.
Sorry, I missed the question.
All right, so I was asking. I mean, people who don't allegedly commit crime, we don't feel like they don't commit political crimes and whatever, and now they don't be released in the name of national cohesion or peace, to put it that way. Is it a bad or a good precedent?
No, it's not a bad precedent. Not to the first time this way, persons who don't be convicted and the serve jail time don't be released. Like I say, the Constitution envisages say there will be times when the president, acting in the interest of the country, will need to exercise such powers, what we call prerogative of mercy.
Right.
Year in, year out, president will grant pardon to convicted persons if we don't be convicted of committing crimes and we serve jail time. Every president don't exercise that power. In recent times, since we transition from military rule, President Kaba exercised that power multiple times. Elite President Kaba. Former President Krumah exercised that power multiple times. Currently, President Bio don't exercise that power more than one time. So this is what presidents do, and then there's a lot of factors they consider. That is why there's the pardon committee. The pardon committee is chaired by the honorable vice president.
Okay.
Mr. The pardon committee. You get people then at the security sector. You get people then from the correctional service. So make I explain how this process works. When the correctional service puts the list together, the agent's office will review that.
So I go let you put that explanation there in case of APC sheriff. If that pardon committee look into in behaviors, whether it don't be reform and whatever before presidents be granted a presidential pardon, I want to look into that side instead of you generalizing, please.
Yes. So first, make we admit, say APC sheriff in there are multiple factors. First, we acknowledge yes, there was a lot of advocacy by the leadership of APC. I'll say that. We get a lot of engagement with the leadership of APC, right? Ambassador Antane, there are multiple times. Honorable Shenkoko.
So it goes through the presidential pardon committee. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I say there was a lot of advocacy, right? Even the board of the teams, tell me we don't get our engagement there instead of the same issue, right? So when the correctional service puts together the list, yes, APC sheriff in MLA, when the pardon committee look at, the pardon committee discuss them extensively, and then of course make recommendation to His Excellency the President. His Excellency the President gets factors that we consider, and then go with making decision, right? So His Excellency the President considers several factors, and will state everything in detail.
And of course, it's obvious that he played in from APC be influenced back that decision there as well.
But of course, I think I acknowledge that.
Thank you very much.
I acknowledge that.
Okay, thank you.
I acknowledge that, and that the Parliament Committee review all the circumstances, and the President himself looked at all the circumstances and what this is the right thing to do in the interest of the country.
Thank you very much. Continue for the retreat. Probably going to listen via Facebook Live link because one for pick calls them and make you listen to it in the callers and get for say. Towards the end of the program, we'll call you back for make you get make you reply to some of which in the callers and go don't say. Thank you very much, Attorney General. See the quick one, you don't listen to it in AG don't say. I mean, it seems as if on a relationship those sweet on a don't one bit now, okay.
Well, I mean, we develop a document we say we all commit, say we go implement to the fullest the agreement for national unity, as well as the recommendations of the tripartite committee. So what we are doing, we just they implement, they push for how we implement their agreements. Then we have issues. Not to foresee we not get issues. We get challenges where, especially when it comes to the implementation of the tripartite recommendations, and we don't push them issues then they to government. You know, we also they work on for make sure say we do on the same page, because these are documents that we'll commit to. But I just want to make one clarification.
Quick one, 30 seconds.
I know I will mix up the two issues, the list with 36 people and the APC sheriff issues. Those 36 people, by the way, were not convicted. Yes, then list them, say they don't commit crimes, but as the press release states, they investigate them and they find out say they don't get any case for answer. So let's just get that clear.
Which of course that case no answer be influenced by on a decision on agree of resolution.
No, but that not prohibits the security for do their job.
No, but it was clearly influenced because
no, it was
according to which you would work to on the national peace and this national cohesion.
No, it wasn't. If them be find any of them wanting, will not be for stand in the way for make them prosecute. But of course they investigate, like the press will know. Yes, we set up committee and then look into the cases case by case, basis for ensure say people were not supposed for suffer as citizens, not suffer for nothing simply because they don't allege say they involved by something where they're not necessarily involved.
Is this a political 3 points?
It is not a political 3 point. It is about working together to do the right thing in the interest of our country.
Thank you very much today, Attorney. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll start for picking our calls them on 079-994-993. 079-994-993. Stay tuned, no go no side.
Fight up for yourself, fight up for yourself. Choose the orange money, booty, and no worry.
Tire for one on again, just for go buy top up. With orange money, you don't need for do one again. If you gain the camo, the sand auto, or you just want for sit down cozy inside your house, you can buy top up with rent from your phone. Dial #144*5#. You don't need for observe the weather, pet traffic, or to have a long queue them again. Orange money, they put the power in your hand. Will they allow you for buy top up anytime, any side? Simply use the Orange Money app or dial #144*5# for buy top up for yourself.
Dial #144*51#. Now you dial the top up.
This rainy season, enjoy comfort and collabs. Use the PNB Cash app from UOS. You want to send or receive money from your pocket within Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Senegal, the Gambia, Canada, and any other place. With the PNB Cash app, you can transfer money anytime, any side. But wait, so in Otape, with the monthly service feature, you can buy to pop, pay like bill, and poku order send them from the comfort of yours. Download with PNB Cash app now at Google Play or App Store and start your transaction today. PNB Cash app, you all-in-one solution for comfort and collabs. For any inquiry, call in at the number 072 500 000.
OneXBet values your activity and wants to celebrate with you. Stay with us and enjoy 1x free bet, a weekly reward just for you. Sign up at onexbet.sl with promo code 3SL to get a 200% welcome bonus up to 2,800 leones. Bet on the correct score from Tuesday to Monday and get a guaranteed free bet. Millions already winning. Join your friends and experience the thrill of victory with 1x free bets.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Sleep Television, Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, that is in part of it, and also our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Go first call online already. Hello, pick this caller. Hello, good morning. Your name outside the call from, please.
Yeah, good morning. This is Abakal from
Bakal from Fomex. Go ahead, brother.
One thing I say, I so feel disappointed over the APC leadership. I really feel disappointed over it. The APC leadership not ever stand for with the ordinary people and we stand for them. And this are the leadership this way, they fail the people them entirely. If today we suffer and we punish this country, lead by APC. The people here don't they pass around, they lie for we tell everything that will not be true about the tripartite. Tell you everything.
So, but we talk about resolution 4, and the party don't try to release 36 or 37 people.
But that's how they come for free the prisoners then. And this agreement here, a day from that unity agreement first before them going to tripartite. Where hello?
Yeah, I get you. Go ahead.
Yeah, where this man when a APC sheriff and some plenty members then will fight for this party. Then they not member what the people are in the punish. Some of the people are the exile. Plenty of the people are strong stakeholders then they exile. The APC executive level stand for the people and today they just they pretend. It's like as they say the people are the connive, then the connive for wicked be the ordinary. I so feel like the APC executive then disappoint you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Well, might as well want to congratulate them. There is a process at some point, but I don't know whether I agree with you now, City. You feel okay with, but log online again and pick another call again. It's 079-994-993. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Alright, we see
the atrocity way APC don't cause and the people of this country. They take high intelligence, let them understand. Yeah, APC since 2018 to now, APC don't plant them, support others, abuse the people of this country, more or less go on rampage, incite people in this country. Then present the institution they elected, they not ever do for this country. Look, ECSN, from what them begin present the institution then make the thing demoralized, make funny things before the people left. APC, the atrocity to them don't call. Hey God Almighty Allah.
Alright, 079-994-993. That's the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please go straight to your point and stay within 1 minute. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, boss.
Yeah, Abuloko on the line, Shentia Media One.
Alright, Abuloko, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, may God bless Mr. Tunis Wedede alongside the Attorney General. You know, this is not the beauty of democracy. You don't see SLTP a good party, APC a good party. But the people already did, the way how they behave at times, I know people in the see some of them party are like a bad party. You know, I tell it's actually thank you and the how they talk very good. You don't see politics not to fact and salon one on one. You don't see we all are one and the entrance of political party and for can help the people in the country. You don't see? So we did tell and thank you for what you don't do for we the people of this country. At least the peace no matters. The money no dey, nothing no dey. The progressive in the country, everybody go sleep with collapse.
Okay.
So we tell them thank you for what you don't do so.
Thank you so very much. It's 079-994-993. The number for be part of the Epic Morning Show 079-994-993. And when you call, please go straight to the point. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Epic.
Good morning, boss. Your name outside the call from, please.
Lamin Samuel Kweato.
Go ahead, brother.
Listen, what for tell Samuel Kamara thank you. We decide say you know we go court. Because we believe say if you dey go court, by now then people have for the rot in the jail. But when it take the peaceful journey and then it go then sign peace deal, we see during the rebel war we people dey talk about for Ben certain things dem wey the war things na good one pass wey the government bend and then make peace now they enjoy so dey like today. So if the political parties tension dey and we see peace, at least one for tell and thank you, both APC and SNPP. But kudos to Samuel Kamara because this executive did not tell you say Samuel Kamara don't sell out. And if you don't sell out, you know we'll see they can't release the apple. Waiting and not hearing no more in the questions them will be asked how this unity will therefore help you forget that $400 million from the United States which supposed to can boost lights now and not just share that.
Thank you very much. Okay, 079-994-993. I mean, you talk about the MCC. Well, I'm afraid 079-994-993 and logo line. Well, 079-994-993. The number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. Logo line again and pick another caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Evan.
Good morning, boss.
Yeah, boss. Morning. And I'm from Central.
And I'm sorry about that.
I want to tell Mr. Tunis plenty thank you. They will the Attorney General, then government, the president especially. But le komi bora chokabu loko. Is Lamin when I let nothing of the lekodi do the country changa the guy changa so. But we get peaceful, we sleep in peace, wake in peace. A better pass, left day is ready for it. So Lord tell God thank you that side. But this tripartite, the only thing we are to say, one main person for the accolade for na Samuel Kamara, Dr. Samuel Kamara. Now they talked last week. I say the APC, there were some of them they tend to downplay Samuel in importance like this the party. And if you intend to go that pathway, it will be a disaster for the 2020. So, Mr. Tunis, we consider all important na APC. Me, I want APC. Don't need support to that. But we want to get peace. Now, na party, we want to enjoy the peace.
Thank
so
you.
I want to plenty take here.
Thank you so very much, brother. 079-994-993, the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. And when you call, please go straight to the point. 079-994-993. Don't go ahead and pick another call again. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Epic Radio.
Yes, Epic Radio. Good morning. Name on side the call from, please.
I'm call from his course.
From his course. Go ahead. But your background is a bit noisy. I don't know if you come off from that side there. Huh?
I'm still contacting for left APC service. We tell Dr. Martin Kamara from calculation for first for player for them take their life. We tell Dr. Samuel Kamara very thank you and contribution and data.
Okay, thank you very much. 079-994-993. We will probably take 2 more calls and try for wrap the 4 segments of the Epic Morning Show. My own George is all set for the second segment. Logo online. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I name Mohammed. I call from God District.
Mohammed from God
District. Never taken out of topic. At times, if I've been promising something, but I don't think we forget.
No, so we stay. No, wait, are they say? Let's stay within the topic. Our citizens, waiting on citizens.
I'm left an other time. I go ask that question.
No, wait, I mean, other terms, if you say go make you go mind the power, but now we'll talk about the 36 people away.
I want to forget to thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right, I think this caller, you don't struggle forget a while. But anyways, 079-994-993. Low squeeze in 2 more calls and time for wrap the 4 segments of the Epic Morning Show. Logo online again. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Daddy. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, boss.
Yes, sir. This man is Zakaria from Lungi.
Hi, Zakaria. Go ahead from Lungi.
Yes, sir. Because I want to ask Mr. Tony to get to the station and that. I did say they analyze about 300 people or 37 people who are released, whether they convict on them, not commit crime, na political hunt. But I want to know this peace, all what they talk so. What in that peace no can in the country? What in believe in and the reason? From 2018 to 2023, because this election will just pass not only the this ala or this fete start from 2018. What in the young party feels and the reason from then come on a power the peace not in the country. The same wizard with this now. Why? That's what happened. We don't left power that the country not get peace. Why?
Thank you so very much. We'll take one more call and try to wrap the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. 079994993, the number for be part of the Epic Morning Show. We'll last call already. Logo online. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Your name and who side you calling from?
I name Ahmed Kamal, and the call from the phone.
All right, go ahead, brother.
The president, thank you. The hotel Franklin, you tell them thank you. But make you not forget no more. Young people, the way they represent, when they represent that court, when I the APC, when a member of the Constitutional Congress Party, when they represent that court, up to now, them boys them from Lunsar. Up to now, them step in a police, and no release them. And two of them. Now the left day when Anthony Fofana with Ismail Mansari. Then also one day step back with him Sako Kamari and from Lungi. Instead now also the ANC will begin similar cases instead up to now instead of the Sako Kamara.
Okay.
Yeah, so thank you for all.
Thank you so very much. We're not going to take any more call again. And well, I don't know if the age is still online. Hello. All right. Yes. Okay. So okay, you
on hold and not only some of the questions.
Yes.
Happy for.
Okay.
Very response to any.
All right. So go ahead if you get any of the questions and sorry.
No, I'm not getting questions. And so if there are questions redirected to me because I think I'm the on hold at the time when questions they come up. So if there are questions redirected to me, I will be happy for response if you bring them come to me.
All right. So I guess not just comments of people which they feel about the whole process, and to crown it all, well, for me, I feel like it's a matter of between peace and that of justice. So, no, we end on that note there as your closing message.
Well, the point is that I'm glad when you note that peace and justice. There always has to be a good balancing act between peace and justice. A lot of people, including we believe there can be no peace without justice. But also the reverse is that where there can be no peace without justice, the two they feed on each other. Peace they feed on justice, on peace. And Yanda, we in leadership as leaders for the country. Process where His Excellency the President appoint for join them in the service of this nation. I think they will go for consider. So sometimes, even in the decision making, whether not within the courts or just paper all the time, we got to get the two things in mind.
Okay.
So yes, waiting don't happen, the justice process don't be served. Right? And as my brother notes, some people, as the brother sitting here to note, some people them are because they're in the jail. Some people them are because they are subjects of investigation. But all these are part of the justice process. And whatever we do, from the moment we begin this discussion with the APC, we all agree, say, everything we do will be done in accordance with the laws. Everything we do, the constitution will remain supreme. And so that we don't be guided by. So we want to assure people and say, the decisions we don't make, they in the best interest of the country, they serve the purpose of peace, but they serve the purpose of justice. Seriously, but make we continue to work together with the brothers and sisters that the APC to keep this country also together in a way where we all will benefit from the governance processes, where we all will benefit from the reforms, and we will all will benefit from the development of this country. Because without peace, without justice, development nobody at all.
All right.
Keep connected and it's time to how we grow the country.
So, in as much as we don't struggle for get you for quite a long time, one for believe that in your return to Sierra Leone, you will visit your institution because we get a lot of questions to ask you. Is it a promise?
Definitely, I give you my word that I will come and then at studios with Una, and then we'll get a chance to go through a range of issues, the reforms that will happen at the justice sector, the way we'll try to position the justice system to respond to the people that need them, the constitutional review process. A process we don't go on for over 20 years, we need to complete. Electoral reform processes will go on right now.
All right.
Happy for discuss all in one and they take questions.
And in as much some of the advice and safety of the government, we therefore talk about that as well.
Oh yes, we will discuss.
Thank you.
Everything.
Thank you so very much, Alpha Sise, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. CD, you don't listen to the callers them. I mean, which could be you respond to them?
Well, in the first place, I go start with the most important one, maybe the man we call about the people where he feels say still they jail. I want for make you know, say we not get for left anybody unattended to. The APC don't work very well with government through the cross-party committee for the implementation of Resolution 4, for make them continue for look into their matters they are, so people go get them freedom, you know. So I want to say this. Couple of people call about Dr. Samara Kamara. The APC not get any issue with Dr. Samara Kamara. He is welcome for contest. If you want for contest, will not stop nobody. The constitution is very clear as to the eligibility and qualification of people who want for contest for certain positions. Whatever happened to Dr. Samara is not the APC decision. It is the constitutional decision. The same constitution we make a presidential candidate for 2020. Today is evidence of the work we done they do for this country. And the last person they ask, why not since 2018? Well, I want to throw that question back to you. Now, the first time in the history where election don't do, then they sack people indiscriminately, they go after opposition people indiscriminately, arrest people, lock people up, carry them go commissions of inquiry, carry them go ACC, carry them go court. If that kind of thing then they happen, government they treat opposition so. Waiting make you feel say tension or go in the country. I want to let yourself answer that question there and ask government why since 2018 they continue for harass, you know, the opposition people, continue for go after them, continue for, you know, to the point that even the former president not spared. Ask yourself that question.
Well, of course, well, that was the initial conversation where I asked that question I asked, sorry, if the government of Salon feels do something wrong, I mean, they need for all accountable.
Well, then it has to be just. It has to be justified. It has to be within the confines of the laws of this country. Okay. But if you clearly circumvent the laws, you ignore the laws and set up a kangaroo establishment just for able for implicate the opposition, then of course you go find out say tension.
Thank you so very much, Sidia Tunis. We will get you some other time for talk about on the law elections, of course, especially the one we get to do with eligibility to flag bearer. I mean, 5 years consecutive payment of dues or whatever, I think corrects me. So that don't spark a lot of debates that would qualify and would not qualify. Remember, let me remind you that when I get to give you constitution, we start of 2022.
We get a constitution. It is not yes.
Reviewed.
Yes.
Thank
we
you.
Start 2022. Yes.
So it's a whole lot for debate around that. Thank you very much, Sidia Tunis. And entertainment and sports lined up for you. Marion Precious George all set for the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Before I go with B&B Cash App, you can send or receive money anytime, anywhere. Just download the B&B Cash App today on Google Play Store for Android users or App Store for iPhone users. For any inquiries, you can call our customer service on 072-500-000. I will talk to you again tomorrow. My name is Evan Julius Lee. You have yourself a wonderful and a beautiful week ahead. Till then, bye-bye.
Spend my money on you, deep in for your case, for your case, for your case. Baby, I go pay for you for this. I go chase for your case, make me crazy. Baby, I go make me pay for this. Baby, give me love you ain't now to come on. Baby, give me love you and now to come on. Baby, give me love you ain't now to come on. Baby, fine up, fine up, fine up. Give me love you ain't now to come on. Fine up, fine up, fine up. Give me love you ain't now to come on. Baby, me a day up on stop. You know me, I know they want rush. Why you make a young small talk? Only you they make me the one they go insane. You feel cure my face. I gave for your domos. Open make I stay. For your case, for your case, for your case. Baby, I go pay for you for this. I go chase.
Good morning, and it's the start of the week, and of course, a lot to happen in sport. But let me start with Al Hassan Koroma and club when El Shania don't begin the Qatar League One campaign, but let me get a 1-1 draw against Al Dusil. And Luna Brahma been net brace inside Kumbazana Brahma, pardon me, been net 2 goals inside in club. The 9-0 win against Uda FC in the Latvia Women's Premier League. And of course, congratulations to Ismail Kabia as Arsenal don't announce the talented young player don't sign in force professional contract with Arsenal, and that be lead with Pat Metasaka. Abdoulaye Jumababi don't start in OG Nins then campaign, but inside in French League 1, but then be lost to Toulouse by 1-0. And Abu Doumbouya as well been play one full 90 minutes for in club inside the Malta Premier League, and then save been so far 1-1 defeat to Salma FC. And of course, Arsenal been go ahead for win against Manchester United in the start of the Premier League for the both teams. And finally, another appointment for we national team manager as the executive committee of the Sierra Leone Football Association do announce that Abubakar Bangura, now the new team manager now for the national team, the current team manager for Bo Rangers Football Club. For this morning, all this will get inside sports updates.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to your first edition of the Entertainment Update here on the Epic Morning Show with me, Big Daddy. Inside with news this morning, after the recent marriage ceremony between the artist Mr. Easy and actress Tenny Otedola, well, many have tagged the two new couple as Mr. and Mrs. Otedola. Now, reason being is plenty of people they talk about say how Mr. Easy go ditch in your son name due to the influence and power where the Otedolas carry. Well, in order for reply to them, these are some of the companies we owned by the artists, at least we attached to a name. Well, of course, Mr. Easy Getting Power Africa, they get a record label, betting platform, money online, and it also they into real estate. So he's not a poor man. And moving away from there, we see recently Burna Boy, of course, be post in private jet. Why did they do a mini tour inside the jet? Well, we see inside Davido come and say, if in short for you, put the company logo. And of course, Burna Boy will reply say, he say that time Lemon and just give a small time, say, because sooner time go full in hand, and it not stop there. He say he continue for say that time let nobody not say it move too fast. He say because it is what it is. But this drag not end there, because we see a whole lot is happening, and Davido fire back in recent time, but we will bring you that. And of course, moving away from there, Mama Blessing, of course, the winner of Rap Rampage Season 1, Rainbow Blue, is currently working on the video of the latest new song we set for drop, Wayne and No Rules featuring Country Boss. Well, of course, the young man starts shooting on Saturday and continues Sunday, and we'll be expecting this music video out anytime soon. So let's watch out for Blue. And away from that one, all the way from McKinney City, new freestyle, of course, we'll be dropping this week. So, Mom Babe, yes, by Kita Boy, of course, the Kitalian way. So we'll be expecting a new freestyle from Kita Boy anytime soon. An Epic Radio Oldies Corner, first edition, don't be left out. So October 11 at the FSSG Hall, it's gonna be one of its kind. This is not the first time we bring this to now, so you gonna know exactly what we prepare and we get for now. And of course, as we come on October 11, straight up to November 8th, the Epic Fiesta Volume 2. I mean, for you maybe the last year, of course, you know exactly what the Epic can do and how we can bring enjoyment over those. So don't forget to join me at 12 a.m. in the morning. Count you know now. You picking then at the pool side because we get for dinner Paradise City, Aberdeen Beach Road, and a day all thing get for go down. It's gonna be, one of its kind. I mean, they take one at the pool. And finally, this morning, Minister Arnold K. Fofana don't finally release another gospel song way entitled Presence, and of course the song is out now on all digital platforms. Well, this now all we get for you. We'll bring you the teaser of Presence by Arnold K. Fofana.
Me man, you don't go believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't come down to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now to say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out.
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leon no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon are they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, bar. If I pull 50 leons, that now only 5 cents are they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low
Epic
fee.
Radio,
Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, Nasalone. Now the cheapest cash out fee. No more stress, no more high fees. Just easy transaction. Orange Money, they any outside you go.
Road now for you, so you for take 10 use if you work out or they drive, you for always take care.
The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, SLRSA, they tell the general public and then customer them, but the good thing them where they don't put in place for do more for road safety and security for all man.
Epic
One,
Radio,
how the mobile station they work.
It's so
let the work
refreshing.
to begin fine one. Then go begin Monday, August 4, 2025. 2. Easy for make payment and quick.
Epic
You
Radio.
will use the OneGov payments platform. Recommend them now OneGov. They on board the mobile station for collect your payments them. 3. The authority go begin work with regulation 55.6 from the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. We say all motorcar forget safety tin them. Pan them na first aid kits. Then they sell them now and na by force for all new motorcar where they register. 4. According to Regulation 2.1 pan the Road Traffic Regulation 2011, when I for apply for register your motorcar, as from now the authority they ask say all motorcar where they register now forget title of the person where gets the motorcar or motorcar them from the country where they come out as from September 1, 2025. 5. Section 70 on the Road Traffic Act 2007, they ask the authority forget
Radio,
vehicle testing center them. This
so
now by
refreshing.
force for bring your motorcar for let them test them. All motorcar for pass through the motor vehicle testing,
Epic
what they call
Radio.
MOT, where you not go pay nothing extra, so that you go know if the motorcar fit for the road before then go license them. Number 6, all lorry where the tote container now ataki for meet the minimum road safety tin them before they use the road. This now warning to all other get motorcar for fix the motorcar before October 1, 2025. Remember say, for jump the law, not to excuse, you get responsibility for act safe. We say also get right for do well on the road. For no more, feel free for call the SLRSA Public Relations Unit on the number 076 858635 075 197 896 031 112 323. Now, SLRSA, they bring this message to you.
The road now for you, so you for take 10 use If you work out all day drive, you for always
You dey look for the best betting experience? Register with 1xBet today and enjoy 200% bonus on your first deposit to 2,300 new leons. Yes, double your money right from the start. Go inside 1x game for fine casino games, card game, and boku other thing them. All them 1 year designed for make you enjoy and win big. Or you can bet on sports events them like football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates and competition odds for get strength to the game. It's easy for start. Register by phone or complete your registration with valid ID card, but not forget for screenshot your account for use them later. Deposit and withdraw you winning with Colat. We use Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, Mastercard or Visa card. 1xBet are the official sponsor for La Liga, Serie A, League One, and the Confederation of African Football. So no now say you then a good hand. Join 1xBet today and join the winning journey. But remember say you need for bet responsibly. 1xBet, your world of betting.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true.
Mary Annie once said, courage not always the make noise. Sometimes courage not a quiet voice at the end of the day, where can always say, I go try again tomorrow. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Slick TV, Channel 37, Choice FM, Radio Garden, and Sef on Facebook. Mina, you host Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, President Bio conclude high-level visits to 4 African nations as a way for enhanced cooperation. Also, Minister of Information and Civic Education confirm food price, as I say, a drop across the country. The Salone Police also don't take Smart City project to Makeni City. All of those stories and more, they're inside the show this morning. And like all time I get inside the studio, my studio panelists that will join me for discuss the issues where I make mention of, plus the review of various newspapers. Now this I go make welcome James Kamara Mane and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. They're watching on Facebook and TV.
Yeah, Reggie.
Yeah, good morning, Marion. Good morning to listeners. Good morning to viewers as well.
So how was the weekend like?
For me, I think it was a kind of mixed feeling weekend. See the English Premier League starts, and I'm a true fan of Manchester United. Unfortunately, we lost yesterday. We played well. We could have won, but we lost. And also, but I mean, so that one day again, have you get an engaging time? I mean, go play football, and also I think the weekend was not too good and not too bad as well.
Say congratulations to you, guys.
Well, I never knew that you're a fan of Arsenal. Well, congratulations to you and all Arsenal fans. I mean, it was a very good match. And I think the lucky team won yesterday.
Yeah, Mane?
Yes, so in a nutshell, it was good. Me happy because at least we will beat the noisemakers then at the city.
Say, Mario, we don't talk for us.
Anyway, I'm a man for say.
So at least the noisemaker, they will keep them quiet. All to Arsenal, and it's a good one. It made my weekend a very good one. And it was, as I said, it was a very, very good weekend I had, actually.
What's in the trend from your path, from the weekend to now?
A lot of things where I think about, politically wise, it's about this Gazette, about this from PPRC, concerning the APC, constitution, politically wise, and one or two discussions they go around, questions they go around, whether who is qualified, who is not qualified to contest, and also whether this resolution 4 of this national agreement whether it will go for affect the former president, former president and it's by coma, whether I will go for see go for come back home and all. So a lot of things they go around, and I guess we get the conversation this morning, and one of the clarifications will be made towards that. So there's a lot of things, and now heavy downpour.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Reginald, that the same thing they trend from you, part.
No, I think for me now the list of the 37 I mean, people are with them. Well, the one day we go out or down exile, or the one day we arrest the political prisoners them and all. I think saying that they don't train from the close of the weekend until this Monday. Now that we don't hear plenty people don't only talk about, and it's still training.
Absolutely. Well, quickly make we look at the various stories where the newspaper reports this morning. And for that, me first take now the Concord Times newspaper. Top story read, IGR survey shocks 74% of citizens clueless about electoral reform. And another story, 198 pupils benefit from Baba Guru NAC scholarship. And another story on the front page, new SLFA executive pays courtesy call on President Bio, commits to peace, unity, and football. All of those stories and more you go get now the Concord Times newspaper this morning.
Newspaper with me here, I get the Awoko newspaper publication this morning. We get SLI takes wheel new traffic signal as pedestrian bridges set to transform Freetown roads. We also get minister order major shake up at NPAA amid alarming forest losses. Ethnic fairness is Sierra Leone perception shift, regional gap widen. And finally, ahead of schools reopening, SLTU concerned about suspension of over 4,000 teachers. All of this and more you go get in the Awoko newspaper.
Away from that, I take the Standard Times newspaper. Top story, Masiaka and Bay Junction youth hail Adi Macaulay as future president. And a big banner headline, Industrial Park dispute, global investors urge swift resolution. And also, Gadwara Sahid Lomli and Indian diaspora empower 198 pupils. All of the stories and more then at the Standard Times newspaper.
Away from the Standard Times, I get with me the satellite newspaper publication. We get SLPHA, Winner Sierra Leone Port and Harbour Authority, tops midterm performance ranking. There is a photo of the Director General of SLPHA, where na Yakuba Askai Bio, on the front page of satellite newspaper. Where we also get President Bio on the takes regional tour as ECOWAS chair. All of this and more you get now the front page of the satellite newspaper.
Away from that, my final take now the Independent Observer newspaper. A big banner headline reads WFP launches 9.5 million euro EU project to curb forest loss and support communities. In another story, Sierra Leone's never-ending political and leadership crisis, and also the death of a constitution and betrayal of a nation. And finally, Tonkolili's golden cause, rich in resources, poor in prosperity. All of the stories and more then at the front page of the Independent Observer newspaper publication for today. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will discuss a range of issues inside the show this morning. We will start off with the one we get to do with President Bio, concluding a high-level visits to African nations them as a way for enhanced cooperation. And of course, since President Bio take up the chairmanship of ECOWAS heads of state, he don't make several visits to African nations them with a key message in terms of strengthening the ties where nations them get, and also how for enhanced coordination and cooperation among the nations that were the part of ECOWAS. And this, of course, make a meet with several key presidents from the various nations. Last week, we see he meet with another president as himself. We sat and discuss cooperation, ties, and how they can able for include several things them into ECOWAS as a way for make the organization prosper one way or the other. And this visit is something where President Bio say he will continue As a matter of fact, it gets plans for go other countries than with the part of ECOWAS states. And what do you think about the president this in Waka in terms of him preaching regional cooperation and enhance visibility?
Yes, I think it's a right step where they do because being the chairman of ECOWAS, you get a lot of traveling, and you get to meet a lot of presidents, colleagues them. But not forget, make I just take family their mind back to waiting President Biomi outlined in 4 cardinal duties and way outlined when he took up the chairmanship for ECOWAS. The first one is say it will restore constitutional order and deepen democracy. That is one. Restore constitutional order and deepen democracy. We all know say there are some African states that they're not a practice democracy, and most of them, some of them, I think 3 or 4, still get this quote unquote say junta government where they run. So one of the President being in focus now for see how they can return to constitutional order, like a democracy. That is one thing. The second thing again also President Biomi talk about in focus is saying now for revitalize regional security cooperation. How ECOWAS will be for see how ECOWAS will be for bridge that gap there, for come back again and people begin for respect ECOWAS, how ECOWAS will go for the deployment of sub-countries. So President Biomi another focus now, and they say another one also is about unlocking the economic integration. President Biomi get the duty for see how money can be for camp for get that money for ECOWAS for the commission. And then the final one out of the 4 outline equality focus to President Biomi gets now for build institutional credibility. These are one thing we don't lose between African states because most countries they don't lost that credibility for ECOWAS because they feel ECOWAS it's partial. ECOWAS na a toothless bulldog. People don't respect ECOWAS again. So President Biomi get that duty for CC. Build that confidence they again in African presidents them, especially member states. So this in visit them, it's very, very important for them because it's very, then strategic for them and for in chairmanship. So he's doing that for CC, even for galvanize friendship, galvanize in colleagues them for see how they came for perhaps can go now to these other countries that were mentioned, say they practice democracy for see how they came for get them to round table discussion. But you cannot do it alone except you can forget other members them around. So as I say, a very strategic visit they do, and we're going to see more of them.
You make mention of one of in priority when at the second you make mention of nation them or countries them we kind of don't push back from ECOWAS. You think say President Bio as chairman at this particular time go able for persuade those nations for actively involved in the activities of ECOWAS again?
Well, I feel say we need for start from a point. Whether you go for succeed in or not, make it start from a point. Now that you don't do. When you start with something, when you start a journey, if you know don't know, but so long as you stop in midway, it shows that you don't make effort. But I believe say that is one thing where President Bio is bent on just doing because he made mention about it when he made again speech na Nigeria when they take up the ECOWAS ship that a one for CC member state they would all left ECOWAS come back. So that a big tax for them. So it's the big one. And imagine, just don't forget, he gets only 1 year for accomplish all this. It's difficult. We'll say it's difficult, but we never can tell. So that makes so now, as I say, in visits them to these other member states are very, very important, very, very strategic for them. And I sure say if he gets them around to the round table, now Motaman they talk to him, Motaman. So I sure say he go forget all our people that for come around back and see and give that respect again when they get to ECOWAS where they don't lose.
Reginald, things look to take another turn in terms of Sierra Leone democracy, or even when it comes to the 2 major political parties. Then we'll get the APC and the SLPP, and we see a lot of people we call inside the 4th segment of the show today. The things like the ruling government kind of they encourage the APC now. They try to do a lot of things where they're supposed to do. Or the APC don't they call for a very long time now. One way we see now the unity agreement for release them political prisoners and so many other things way the government try for work towards now. We APC don't they call for a very long time. You think this get anything for do with President Bio being the chairman of ECOWAS, heads of state, and him going to other nations them for preach peace and all of this, will make those people or the leaders in the nation and they think say, well, you don't do one I host, so if you ask me for we self go see how we can rally around and preach peace and cohesion.
Thank you very much, Marion. It's a very sensitive question. Like you say, the president does assume the role as the chairperson of the authority of ECOWAS, head of state, at a very crucial time. At a time in which other countries will be the ECOWAS don't break forth and don't try to form an alliance, like the alliance of Sahel states, the AES, and all. Say countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, all of these countries are now don't go. Then they part of that Sahel states and all, which were members of ECOWAS, and also President Bio trying to bring these people on board and considering way back home the things that are happening. I think also gets a major step in all of this. So how far, in fact, has he unified Nayaso for put the country together before Logan? So he has a very difficult job. In just like 12 days, it's 7 visits the president to make 7 countries. Now, earlier last week, the president went to Ivory Coast, he went to Togo, he went to Ghana last week. Of course, he went to Ghana in 2 capacities. One was to sympathize with the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, because of the helicopter plane crash. And also, we know after they moved, yes, Ivory Coast and Togo. Togo is a country where currently gets tension. It's a country that is about to go into transition period, and there has been a lot of unstable, even before President Bio take the leadership now, ECOWAS. And now this one, you look at countries like Cape Verde, countries like Guinea-Bissau, also another the former ECOWAS chairman come out. Embalo, President Embalo Sissoko, and all from Guinea-Bissau. You look at the other, the way we do now, Senegal meet with, Faye, one of the youngest presidents as well. All of these are journeys that we don't, like I tell you, just within 12 days and all. And when you go into the Gambia as well, Adama will be meet with him. In a not too long time, Araba is doing his second term now in office. In a not too long time, then say for going to what you go refer to as an election. So bringing all of these people to the table and try for bridge peace, try for bridge the gap. I see they call for stronger partnership between ECOWAS and the Alliance of Sahel States. It's not a job that is going to do alone. You need the support of other African leaders. That is why when you look at, when you read from the write-up we do, and at President they say, he believes this move, where don't they make, so don't they interact with other African leaders, go give them the right way for approach the states and bring them come together. Because one of the mandates we get is also to bring these countries that we don't left ECOWAS together. Guinea is a country that has been suspended. How the president or the leader or the chairman of ECOWAS go ensure say it talk to Guinea for go back to democratic.
Is it a coincidence? Come back to my question, yeah? Is it a coincidence that all of this they happen at a time where President Bio are the chairman for the ECOWAS heads of states?
Well, some of them things and it just means majority of the problem, particularly in ECOWAS, was the problem that we are already there and the president just come and inherit them.
So I'm talking about what's happening in Sierra Leone right now. The ruling party seems for the embrace the APC or do some of the things that the APC don't request for years, and President Bio being the chairman for this particular organization at this time, and they meet with other heads of state. Is this a way of getting a solid message where they give to those leaders about how elephant hosts, whilst they go for a meeting for talk peace and how coordination? Exactly.
So them leaders and also they pay attention. They know exactly what's in the happen now. President Bio in country and all. And like you say, for me, I feel like it's like a coincidence because a lot of things in the go on. We know about the unity agreement, the tripartite recommendations that we then put out, how far the president on the ensure they don't show commitment. So maybe in fact that is why we don't see some of their recommendations and the president on the try for work and look at the parliamentarians the way they get backlog. Yeah. The president don't fulfill that part of the agreement. Now we don't release the political prisoner. Other recommendations in there as well, like for give backlogs to mayor, to chairperson, paramount chiefs them. We not been partaking in governance for ensure they get. So these are all things that he has to sort out first internally before thinking about the bigger picture. And the thing here is, Mario, that we have to establish is that gets all the time, particularly in ECOWAS, just a year. Maybe if you do well, it might be re-elected again for another year based on in performance in the first 1 year away. Then go don't get him. So it's a working process. But again, at a time when there is a political tension, well, at some point they sense calmness, but you never can tell. The political situation in Sierra Leone is kind of unstable. One morning you go wake, everything go look fine and all, just like weather, and it's in a twinkling of an eye, bam, another thing happens. So I think he has a lot. He has to lead by example. That's the first thing I would say. Leading by example starts from your country, how you govern and all, and then I'm sure with leading by example, it makes you work easier now when you go and interact with other leaders. Now, with under the ECOWAS, head of state countries. So I think it's a working process, Marion, and 7 visits, like I say, since you don't assume that position there, and it could be more in a couple of weeks or so for ensure the president committed for visits almost all the countries and see how he can interact with the leaders bring them all to the table, get a stronger partnership, and ensure ECOWAS take a different routine.
Yes, Manuel, you agree with Reginald say this not a coincidence, or is it that President Bio the lead by example where all of this they happen at a time we in a chairman?
I'll beg for differ say not coincidence. We Reginald just mentioned say you go for lead by example, and if they go to your neighbor in your way, you always get problem. You go for say to use force. So some of the things there it just bound for happen. Being the chairman of ECOWAS, if you declare for breach peace within the sub-region, you get for sure. Forget need forget politically in fight, or you and the other oppositions they're not there at par, and then you want to go settle on other people that you want political issues there. So what is happening in Sierra Leone? If it happen, and President Bio is working towards this the mandate of ECOWAS, because one of the mandate of ECOWAS, you cannot be a chairman of ECOWAS when you get a political infight. You can't be free from political infight. Any political tussle, you not forget them. So if that therefore happen, if President Bio for maintaining chairmanship, it means Sierra Leone, the issues of political infighting, political this and that, wahala, in order for the happen, if for less. For be limited, and so where that is limited, you keep able to go talk to the next neighbor about your own political status in democracy with the practice. So that person they do now. So as I say, for me, I'm not facing a coincidence actually. So we're bent for happen and for happen.
Okay, we'll move away from that topic there and look at another one we get to do it. The Minister for Information and Civic Education we confirm that food prices don't drop across the country, and this is through a post where it make. I will just go through within a right quickly, and we'll discuss the issue. It say the latest independent UN World Food Program report on Sierra Leone confirms that President Julius Maada Bio's Feed Salon agenda is delivering and putting more food on the table of Sierra Leonean families. It's imported rice prices down 18% nationwide. Both 33%, Western area 27%, Moyamba and Connaught 25%. Go ahead and say local rice price slightly lower down, 3% on average. It say cassava price down 16% and gari down 12% year on. And it's a purchasing power up. A monthly minimum wage now buys 41 kg of imported rice, up from 33 kg last year. It said this price drops mean families can buy more food for less, a direct win for people on the Feed Salon. It said this is not government data. It is from the UN World Food Program's Q2 2025 Market Price Bulletin. So these are the words from the Minister of Information and Civic Education, where they confirm the drop of prices of foodstuff. A question where I want for asking all of this, Reginald. Why the government stand for wait until World Food Program put out them price bulletin on salon foodstuff before the government they bring them out as stated by the minister. This now because of the Feed Salon initiative, but they only come out with this particular message about the drop of prices of foodstuff then after the World Food Program the report come out. Why not say this to the people of Salon if not something where the government we don't know say prices drop, but wait till such a report come out?
Yes, thank you again, Marion. I see the report, I see the post where the minister as well make on the ministry page. And like you asked the question, why they wait till the World Food Program been put out, and these are some of these are data that you are expecting from the Ministry of Agriculture. These are data that then forget up. Yes, and all then for able to give you figure, then for able to tell you how much progress. But if they are banking on the reports from WFP, then again, I'm not saying WFP not get what it takes for conduct short assessment. Remember, when conducting short assessment, I see them put for some specific areas, and from the regions they were seeing the write-up. We have about 16 districts or regional districts headquarter town, and about 5 now just. So, what about the other 11? Is it that the assessment don't reach there? And if they are, remember WFP, they work with the assessment one, and they look at market monitoring, food prices, and also they look at the purchasing power as well. It's another yardstick where they use for conduct the assessment, and then they look at inflation and exchange rate, and also seasonality, regional districts, variations, and also household food security indicators. These are some of the yardsticks that they use. Now, Marion, I will tell you, then say what the price they don't go down. A colleague of mine come out na the provinces about a week ago, and he buy just a piece of pineapple for 130 leons. Now apply ni ba, not of free tongue ba. Now that same pineapple, when you ask for this market na Kuto Road, that's front the Choice Rams market. That pineapple they are around 90 to 100 leons. So it's more expensive, in fact, in the provinces than the city. Even though nowadays they expect say it will be cheaper in the provinces a lot. And when you go ask for other things as well, local commodities, where you gonna market? So this they put a question as to how really is this a sincere report coming? I'm not doubting them, I'm not doubting the minister, but this is debatable.
So what if the report sincere, but the attitude of people where they sell those food stuff, they in the habit of increasing their prices just because they know say the prices
Marion, where you gonna market here? 100 leons cannot, we forget, even if you want cook not one pot rice, you cannot do that with 50 leons now. You check almost for one tin of sardine. You check almost for it. If not jasmine rice you want, it's 10 leons per cup for 1 cup jasmine.
So I'm saying, what if the people where they sell
that? I'm saying that is what. So again, Marion, if there is a drop down in the price, then of course the Ministry of Trade gets role for play. Agriculture Ministry gets role for play, because the Ministry of Trade also part of the mandate is to regulate the prices of particularly major commodities again. So we therefore put all the one into this discussion and see how far they don't go. But based on this that I've seen that it has dropped down, sometimes it's mere you get percentages them, but the reality and then figure they also not a match. It's like afar. So I think we get one move from this point when our figures the normal what they get, but we're not actually able to convince the figure and the reality kind of they different and kind of they apart. So for me, what I'm seeing here, in my own honest opinion, Marion, me I go to market, I buy, I cook and all. I know how much I spend. Just for me, imagine just for me one alone. If I want to cook a plus us and yes, I spend close to 200 leons, sometimes over 200 leons. If you want to make sure so the cook come out fine. So if they are telling us here that of course price of rice don't go down and all, but we are still buying we're still buying 1 cup pusawa is 5 leons, jasmine is 10 leons. Fish now, if you want to buy snapper, 4 snapper.
So meaning that the sectors were supposed to regulate the prices for begin act.
Exactly. So if the prices is down, I'm not going. I'm not they say, but again, if the prices is down and it's not reflective to the ordinary person in life, then it don't make no sense. And also, unless it begin for reflect now the ordinary Sierra Leonean in life, then I think the ministry, all the ministers will come now in public and say this and this is what is happening. At that time, the least person is going to say this is what is happening, this is the reality, and we pleased with government for this life with they make.
Yeah, man, this brings us to the question of putting structures in place. Yeah, we see say the price of fuel reduced some weeks ago, but I tell you, if you go for take transport, especially keke or bike, they would charge you the same price where they charge you before ever the price go down. But means say even if we come to food stuff, people they sell in the market, perhaps the price of those food stuff go down, but they still they sell the way they can sell. Reginald make mention of the Ministry of Trade or the Ministry of Agriculture engaging traders for say they're able to sell by the price when they're supposed to sell, especially where the food stuff then don't go down. So talking about that and how those institutions they work for say this happen, is it that they not they pay too much attention to that aspect? They all they care about now for make price go down, and then they expect to trade at them for even put them price down because price don't go down for those food stuff and commodities.
Mario, one thing we I always say about Sierra Leone is that we're very good for do price reduction on paper, but when it comes to the reality, it's very difficult. And so we have institutions, just as you mentioned, Ministry of Trade. For me, I don't even know whether the Ministry of Trade really exists, because there are things that really happen. They ask whether we really have people that we play oversight on the things there, because the need for certain things that they need for the enforce. I think we lack what we call enforcement policy. Because if you are the Minister of Trade or you didn't have the Ministry of Trade, and these things they happen, our government is saying, according to the UN World Food Program, they say that reduction of salary prices inside Sierra Leone for food commodities don't drop. But when it comes to the reality, people are still grumbling that it not drop. Because when people that go to the market, the price is still there. Some, in fact, they go higher than what you may expect. Me personally, I go market Saturday. So what are they buy? What are buy in the market? When I come for can check, what I spend, just go to old market. It's so expensive. So in the beginning, wonder, who's the minister police can talk, or whose markets where UN World Food Program then go, where they go say market price on canon, because we sell one for gold. We sell one for gold that the markets they also go bye. Because if UN World Food Program they say prices are don't kind of food commodities, maybe then get your market with them. We be self-interested for goodie. Don't go buy it. But if that the market where we go around free talk, no, not to him. Because the reality in God is quite different from written in the paper. So we need enforcement.
If that's the reality, as I stated earlier, is it that the government for which still World Food Program put out the reports before telling the public that the food the prices of those commodities don't come down?
No, government don't need for wait. Government don't even need for wait for the World Food Program. Wait, man can't tell we say when our food prices don't go down. Government need for do as I said, we need for get an enforcement policy. If government is trying their best for see how risk can down. But when you go to the market, one cup rest and 10 leons, some rest and 7 leons, depending the quality of the rice you want. So it means even the market woman themselves they sabotage the government efforts. Because if you know the fetch for the prices and candong, and then people that are in the market know they put the price down, they still remain the same price, it means it's sabotaging. They are sabotaging the government. And the effort of the government, they see them. Because me and you go to check and say government is not doing anything absolutely. So as I say, enforcement need for the day. And some of these market women they are so politically divided. Because of not to the party in power, they always they do things one way. Now, what they want to do, they do. It will tell you not to government buy market for me. But if they forget to say the impact, this is how we put on our government case. This is the same thing that's happening when it comes to transportation, where you mentioned about. I take Keke one day and the Keke man, they tell me they charge over. Plus, the way to for go now tell and say, no, I'm not going to pay this one. Now, this are the pay. And then I say, okay, well, I'll go police. And then say, no, now government they buy for me fuel. They get this kind of sarcastic way of talking to people. which is bad because they not get enforcement policy. The enforcers they're not there. Police is there. You see by command they overcharge. Keke rider they overcharge. Nobody don't query anybody. So as I say, it's just a waste of effort government is doing. If government they try their best, we want to see them. We want to see the reality. They work for the people of Sierra Leone, but the people of Sierra Leone are still grumbling that. Not when they write my paper, not till they say reality. So you guys need to come. When I left from our comfort zone, come on the street and can enforce the law. When you enforce and set principles, set precedents on one or two people, then you see say yes, it will go around. But if you don't know you air condition officer, you tell people say price don't go down, and then you don't go buy in a supermarket. I don't feel say they feel the reality of it, which we the ordinary Sierra Leoneans they feel.
Okay, and we will open the phone line and take calls now inside the show 079994993 and the number for call and make a contribution regarding the topic them we don't discuss inside the show, the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. But there is another story I get to do with the Salon Police expanding Smart City project to Makeni. Perhaps we go look at some more take calls. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Marion.
Yes, you name outside the call from.
Nina Ajazi, the Keke rider.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, we just want clear some facts about this transportation. First of all, more guy for clear say not a government put fuel on. Me and you know that. I get the strong belief of that argument say not a government put fuel on. Now the dealers that are looking and put fuel on. So if the government want for help we, let's just carry them put 2 loans or 3 loans that they go okay for it. But the dealer they put fuel on, government not put fuel on, they can just come out, they go put price down. And this price on the road so like we the first time they will start from here before last. If you go check the transport so I got them put here before last, 40 and go 25 euros. Now 5 euros and say they could run. So then go 30 euros, now 5 euros still will they run. Now the dealer also for we pay they don't count to 5 euros, come here go put price. They say more on that price and I ain't no problem. And see I'm not saying our problem as a rider. Not to say our problem. We problem now the take care of itself. The take care of itself is close to 80 million euros. 180,000 euros. So you know the one portfolio. It's a 1 year. You know the full money.
Okay, thank you.
This
Yeah, I know you want for say much, but you get only 1 minute, and of course, this don't be the problem. Where fuel go up, perhaps you go transport owner them or rider or driver, then they say fuel don't go up, and I make the price increase. But where fuel come down, they will tell you that the price of they buy with keke, the price of they buy with bike, or the spare parts them go make we not able to reduce the price. But that has been the issue, anyways. Good morning. Your name outside the call from.
Yeah, good morning. This is Bakar from.
Bakar, go ahead.
What are the say no more? His Excellency the President, the position where he gets today, they don't do for like we get plenty things in a salon before able to get communism, for able to get different things where they come. And we not expect them for move, for do all this waka now out them for camp, for can see how country day. We they attract investors there, but we not see that kind of thing there. For say His Excellency the President, he go run this time here, all the benefits will come for you under this chairmanship, big problem. Come to the price the same. Then price they out and they talk about you, like our brother in the sea. We don't know if them people are international people and they rule or now we and they rule. This thing they doubt you. Because it's not they reflect. Even the one they all set away they deal with them different things. Or nothing they reflect. Thank you.
Thank you. 079994993. We'll take more calls inside the show. Call and make a contribution regarding the topic them where we don't discuss. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Good morning, Marion Precious Church. Concerned citizen tree planting.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yes, talking about this food price reduction at the market. You know, some of them see away with the Jerry, especially from international which really rank with. I know because I know most of them organizations, but they are full of double standards. You understand it? But now we should. Now we know which parts can be shoot upon with. Who feels it knows it. Now we they go at the market. Now how much of I'm stick Marion? 95,000. How much of couple? Let me come to our local produce. How much of couple? 10,000, 11, 12,000.
Thank you.
Some of these standard of living is so terrible in the country. You know, the government get for this too. Come into the
sorry, concerned citizen, you 1 minute don't end. 079-994-993. Call and make your contribution. Hello, your name outside the call from. Yes, Bumper.
Yes, of my reality. We're gonna the phone, you know they reflect. If I want to ask the minister, who's the people who parameter, who is what people with? Because the aim of benchmark report, you know, really like for continuity. When you look at the indicators, then it's poor. They even know it. Them the go market. Me, at the board of court, come go market, and then here, me at the cook, I go with me. And what about the ordinary people then? Some of them where it is provoke we because you want the way I say na the foka every day we need help. Una they drive their way, una they tell us everything is okay. We everything is okay. And the diplomatic people now wait and say angry with the problem. They make no foka and una they make everything okay. If it is a foka, they no go come on.
Okay, thank you. We'll take a few more calls. 079-994-993 and the number for call inside the show. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello.
Hello.
Your name outside the call from.
Hello. I call from Chembeta.
Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. Then the talk of the price control. Yes, it's correct. But therefore, don't get that price control list so that it will spread cut around the country. So that the people are going to know, say, yes, this tier, it don't go down. Pepper don't go down. Salt don't go down. So all this list, if we get it correct, because people are hard to understand. But they just put price down, then they left them between the people and the drivers. People are not able to understand. First, if one go lonely, you go normal if you pay now for go lonely. Now the drivers and then they show price. Now if you not talk price, then they go neglect you. All that one day they for put things in place. The government for put things in place. Now people are going to know the distance is the way they pay. You don't understand. But all that the people don't understand. That the drivers and the charge. At times they come confusion can be between the drivers and the civilians there, which is not good. Let them pay attention, you see.
Okay, thank you. 3 more calls and we end the show this morning. 079-994-993. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Your name outside the call from? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead.
What's my contribution?
We need to get you clear anyway. 079-994-993 and we'll take 3 more calls and we end the show this morning. Hello. Hello, your name outside the call from?
Yeah, Bob, Yamaru.
Go ahead.
Salon, the problem this was problem in a salon. I mean, they ever take through. The problem then elect they release all man up never road. Problem in a salon, bro. Problem just start from 2018. Today, problem day, great one. Unless international world then can inside before you solve problem there.
Okay, well, 079-994-993, 2 more calls and we end the show this morning. Hello, your name outside the call from?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
Fode from.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning. Fode from Lumley.
Yeah, Fode, go ahead.
Yeah, I briefly say the Sierra Leone police will extend the smart city to Makini. The question is, Freetown, where the capital city, it was smart first in the first place?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, okay, now we dey ask the question or not the Sierra Leone police?
I'll answer this question for good direction to the Sierra Leone police.
Okay. Well, they're not there for respond right now.
Now we didn't hear the news that I made.
1 more call, 079-994-993. We'll take 1 more call and we end the show. Hello, your name outside the call from?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. The thing is, let me tell you something. There was a time when I sneak a gun at them people and them at your office. Them plan and say they do well, they not do well. Therefore, always say they do well. They fail and not fail, they always they say they work well. So now this thing they make the people they suffer so today. Then people are not come for help this country, right? They not come for help here. How you go talk say things they don't come down? Where one good chicken leg now 60,000 you dey buy them. Sorry, 30,000 for one. Now help this, but we try with thank you.
Well, we're not going to take any more calls inside the show again. With the wrap up, I'll start with Mane. As a way of wrapping up, you don't listen to the various callers, especially the issue we get for the price, where the minister make mention, say, food stuff them, don't come down according to a report where World Food Program put out.
Yeah, if I really don't even see the report because I don't start for that report. They want for Leon on the report. I don't even see it yet. So I wonder how the report stay. If the minister really gets a make it public, so we all go for access to the report. Well, I still the question: whose market where them go do this price business and say price don't go down? Because if the market is already free tongue, I'm not facing him. And the reality, not to so. The reality that the ground, it's far different from waiting on our rights and waiting with my rights give me because I wait my reports one day. Not to waiting with the suffer, I waiting with my rights give me. And I'm not facing with money for. Do analysis about we food business or price reduction our country. Even if they do make it business the reality of everything they do. They will say feel the reality. So I still appreciate the callers them where they take the time for the respond to the radio and to the issues and where they always they mention about. We feel about the smart city. The caller asks whether a free talk seen a smart city, whether they take them to McKinney. Well, it's a lot of questions, but part of smart city now when you at least when you before install CCTV cameras and help for curtail security issues there in the country. So I know we say yes, I know we say no, but we don't still get a lot of do before they take their camp project and they go now upline actually. Thank you. See tomorrow. We'll talk to them about.
We'll go deal with that issue. They proper one tomorrow. We get for do or the CCTV camera where the Sierra Leone police don't install in a major area then at the country. Regional quick one after we are wrapping up.
Yes, thank you very much. I think the minister make and clear say the report not to report. From WFP and all the only part of the report now that there are one or two lines that we add and you find out say the attached in name as well. And the ministry name under the report. Now that make in fact with the reference on this discussion or they get if it was not something that he personally posted or posted it on their social media page or official handles them, that is the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, then nobody will not for me the asshole for don't take them from another angle. Like I think so we want for lay on the report and then whether it's WFP or the ministry for come and tell we how was this report done and waiting whose plan they don't put in place for ensure the people them out there, the one they really sell, the traders them go by the price the government go on tell them for sale. Because if it's just all the time we get reports and it's not reflective, then it don't make any sense. Thanks to the callers them we take them time for joining with the program this morning and we want to really appreciate them. Thank you so much, Mario.
Okay, thank you so much, Reginald and Mane, for joining the conversation this morning. Well, now all this we get time for. Thanks to everybody. We make the show possible. DJ Wonder, give it technical support inside the studio. Abubakar Bendu make us live on Facebook. CD, Samuel, and the rest of the guys in a Slick Television Control Room. Thanks for putting us live on TV. The producers of the show now Fatima Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we will go join you again with another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious George say, have a beautiful day and tata.